Ever played a game or watched a movie and wondered, how do they make this look so real?
Or used an AI tool and thought, wow, this is kind of creepy how much it seems to know me.
Yeah, like it could read my mind or something.
Exactly.
Well, chances are a company called NVIDIA had something to do with it.
They're kind of everywhere in tech these days.
We're going deep on NVIDIA today beyond just graphics cards, though they're known for those too.
Right, but what's fascinating is how they've become this driving force in AI, self-driving cars, even the metaverse.
Right. It's like they have this sixth sense for where tech is headed. They were already laying the groundwork for the AI revolution before most people even knew what it was.
It all goes back to their knack for anticipating those big shifts in computing.
Exactly. Like, rewind to the early 90s, computer graphics were, well, let's be honest, pretty basic.
Pixelated, you could say.
And then NVIDIA comes along and changes the game completely with their revolutionary invention, the GPU.
Now, most people hear GPU and they think gaming.
Which makes sense. NVIDIA's GPUs made those immersive 3D worlds we see in games today possible.
They took visual experiences to a whole new level, no doubt. But the real stroke of genius was seeing beyond just gaming to the broader potential of this tech.
They recognized that GPUs weren't just about making things look pretty, they were a whole new way of processing information, way faster, way more powerful.
That ability to handle tons of data simultaneously, that was the key to unlocking a whole new era of computing.
Just like they gave computers a turbocharged brain boost.
And that's where CD comes in, because before CU, trying to get a GPU to do anything besides graphics was a nightmare.
Yeah, like trying to teach your dog to speak Mandarin.
It just wasn't happening. CUA was like creating a common language, a way for developers to actually harness the raw power of GPUs for all these complex tasks like AI.
So instead of just rendering lifelike explosions and hair textures, suddenly GPUs could tackle things like image recognition, natural language processing, even predicting the weather with crazy accuracy.
Game changer for fields like scientific research, medical imaging, all because NVIDIA had this vision for what GPUs could really do.
It wasn't just about making games prettier, it was about making computers smarter.
Exactly. And look at us now. AI's everywhere, and NVIDIA's GPUs are a big reason why.
And they didn't stop with software. Look at self-driving cars. NVIDIA's Drive platform shows how they tackle innovation from all angles.
They weren't content with just building a super powerful AI chip. They built an entire ecosystem around it.
They went all in, creating this comprehensive platform for autonomous vehicles, from sensor fusion and perception to high-fidelity simulation, real-time mapping.
While other companies were struggling to get a car to drive straight, NVIDIA was already building the brains for a future where cars could navigate anything, make split-second decisions.
And maybe even parallel park better than we do, let's be honest.
Definitely. But here's the thing about NVIDIA. It's not just about the tech. It's the people behind it. And their leadership team, that's a story in itself.
Oh yeah, we're talking about a whole different breed of tech visionary. First, you've got Jensen Huang, the CEO. This is a guy who can talk about quantum physics 1 minute and the latest gaming trends the next.
He really gets it, and that's what sets him apart, that vision, you know?
Totally. He's not just thinking about next quarter's profits, he's thinking years, decades ahead.
Playing 3D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers, that's Jensen.
100%. And when it comes to those powerhouse GPUs, we can't forget Bill Dally.
Oh, Bill's the absolute master of parallel computing. That's his thing.
The secret sauce in those chips, right?
Exactly. Imagine an orchestra, thousands of instruments, all playing in perfect harmony.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
That's essentially what he's done with NVIDIA's GPUs. Made all those processing cores work together, no hiccups, just pure power.
So it's like elegant A&D powerful. No wonder they can handle everything from scientific simulations to, well, all the AI stuff we've been talking about.
It's mind-blowing when you think about it. But here's where NVIDIA's leadership gets really interesting. They have a vice president of retail.
Wait, seriously? Retail?
Yep. Consumer packaged goods, QSR, the whole shebang. Azita Martin.
That's not who I expected to see on their leadership page, I'll be honest.
It shows you how NVIDIA thinks, though. They're not just about building tech for techies. They want to bring AI to everyone, even your local grocery store.
So they're thinking about how AI can improve everyday life, not just some abstract future.
Exactly. Azita's role there proves they're serious about it, making AI less intimidating, more integrated.
I like that. So less robots taking over the world, more robots helping me find the perfect pair of jeans.
Exactly. Personalized shopping, streamlined supply chains, maybe even those virtual fitting rooms we've all been promised.
Sign me up for that.
Yeah.
But okay, Enough about shopping. Let's talk about the really big stuff like climate change. NVIDIA's got this whole Earth 2 initiative.
Now that's ambitious. We're talking about a digital twin of the entire planet. Oceans, forests, weather patterns, the works.
It's like a giant simulation, right,
Yeah.
to see what's happening and what might happen with the climate.
More than just a simulation, it's a tool. Scientists can use Earth 2 to create these incredibly detailed models, predict extreme weather events way more accurately.
So we can actually get ahead of climate change, not just react to it after the fact.
That's the goal. And they're not stopping there. Generative AI is another huge area for them.
Okay, so we've talked about AI analyzing data, making predictions. What's generative AI?
Think of it this way, it's AI that's actually creative. It can generate new content. Music, art, you name it.
Whoa, hold on. AI that can write a symphony.
Don't underestimate it. We're talking about AI that doesn't just follow instructions. It comes up with its own ideas, solutions.
So AI that's not just a tool but a collaborator? That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
What's NVIDIA doing in that space?
They're leading the charge, honestly, building the hardware, the software, and they're working directly with artists, researchers to really explore what's possible.
Smart. Because it's not just about the tech itself, it's how we use it that matters.
Exactly. And then there's the metaverse. Everyone's talking about it, but nobody seems to know what it actually is.
Right. Is it just VR headsets and hanging out with avatars? Because that's not exactly revolutionary.
That's what people think it is. NVIDIA sees the metaverse as something much bigger, this persistent, shared virtual space, but one that actually connects to the real world.
Okay, so not about escaping reality, but enhancing it. I like that. So it's like a bridge between the digital and physical.
Exactly. We're not talking about just putting on a headset and disappearing into some fantasy world.
Right. This is about using virtual spaces to solve real problems.
Think about it. Architects, engineers, collaborating on a skyscraper design, but they're on opposite sides of the world. With the metaverse, they could walk through a virtual model of the building together, make changes in real time, see how everything fits together.
No more emailing files back and forth, hoping everyone's on the same page.
And it's not just architecture. Surgeons could practice complex procedures on virtual patients before ever picking up a scalpel. The possibilities are huge.
That's where NVIDIA Omniverse comes in, right?
Exactly. It's not just another gaming platform. It's this powerful tool for 3D simulation and collaboration. Companies like BMW are already using it.
What, like to design cars?
Even bigger. BMW is using Omniverse to design entire factories. They can simulate the whole process, from the robots on the assembly line to the flow of materials, even how the finished car will drive.
So they can optimize everything virtually before they build anything in the real world.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about Omniverse. It brings everyone together in this shared virtual space. Designers, engineers, artists, you name it. They can all work together, see the big picture, and make sure their part fits.
It's like that idea of the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Exactly. And you see that same approach in all of NVIDIA's work, don't you? Whether it's Earth 2, AI, or the metaverse, they're all about tackling these big, complex problems, but in a way that connects everyone and everything.
Right. It's not just about building cool tech. It's about using that tech to make a difference in the real world.
Yeah.
And they're serious about using it for good, too, like with their sustainability initiatives.
Absolutely. Their Inception program is a great example of that. It's like a global incubator for startups that are using AI to address things like climate change, renewable energy, even making agriculture more sustainable.
It's like they're saying, we've built these amazing tools, now go out there and use them to change the world.
And that's what's so inspiring about them. They're not just sitting on their tech, they're putting it out there, empowering others to make a difference.
So as we wrap things up here, it's clear that NVIDIA is way more than just a graphics card company.
They're pioneers, innovators, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology. And they're not afraid to ask the big questions. How can we use this technology to solve the world's biggest challenges? How can we make AI work for everyone? What does a truly beneficial metaverse look like?
Those are questions we all need to be thinking about. So next time you see some incredible special effect, or you're using an AI tool, or even just reading about the latest tech breakthrough, remember the name NVIDIA.
They might just be the quiet force shaping our future, one innovation at a time.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into NVIDIA.
Where the future is alive.